Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you a very easy method to upload image to your server from Android app. You often come across scenarios in your projects where you need to upload images such as users profile images or product images, etc. But many young developers think it is a very difficult task to implement. But today I am going to show you how to do this in an easy way. So before we begin, let's see the demo app so that you know what is our target and what you will learn by the end of this tutorial. As we go through the demo, I will highlight the important points to remember. So here, as you can see, I have designed a profile layout where user can edit their info such as full name, mobile number, location, date of birth, etc. At the top, you see that there is a circular image view. One point is that how you will show a circular image view. Then you see a button over here that shows a camera. As user clicks this button, you see the user will get a system dialog asking for permission. As you may know that since Android Marshmallow, Google has introduced runtime permissions for dangerous tasks such as user's location or storage access. When the user clicks allow, then the next point is that they will be asked to select a source from where they will select a image. It could be camera, gallery, photos, drive, or depending on what apps are installed on the user's device, user can select any app from which they want to select an image. I will go for gallery. From here I will select my own image. You see, then the next point is that the user will be given an option to crop their image. We have to implement this next. I click crop. Then you see that a confirm button will be shown here, that will be pressed by user if they like the result of their cropping. As I click this, progress is shown about the image is uploading, and then when the image is uploaded, they get a toast saying upload successful. So that's pretty much what we have to implement. So let's get started. I will create a new Android project. I'm naming it image uploading. Click next. API level 14 is fine. Next. Empty activity. Next. And then finish. The project initialization is complete, and here we can see I have a XML layout as well as a Java file. First of all, I will change the colors for the app. We will go to res values colors, and here I will choose primary color as red. Okay, and then again a darker red primary color. Okay, that is fine. Color accent, I'm going to choose around yellowish, a darker shade of yellow. Okay, that is fine. Once that is done, I'll come back to my activity layout. I will change it to relative layout. I will try to do this part as quickly as possible. Relative layout. I will remove this text view, add a scroll view, match parent, and like this. Then a linear layout, match parent, wrap content, and orientation vertical. Then another relative layout, and height I am keeping to 72 dp. This 172 dp height relative layout is the one that you saw in the demo with the black background. Background hash 21 21 21, and then now here I want to show the circle image view. For that, we will use an external library called circle image view. view GitHub Android library. You see, I like the circle image view by turned off. Click this. It is very easy to use library. We just select the dependency, Gradle dependency, copy, and then paste it in our build.gradle dependency section. Click save, sync now. Then we can use the code provided by the author on their GitHub page. Then here I want to put the image view, paste it here. For source I want to add a demo profile image. I will show you. The demo profile image is available on my desktop. I copy it and then paste it in my drawable folder. Drawable. Okay, that is fine. Profile underscore placeholder, height 110 dp 110. Okay, ID, this line is not required, and then center horizontal true, and margin top 24 dp. Okay, that is fine. Now I will add an image button. For the camera icon, you saw wrap content, align right with the ID of this circle image view. I will align it right with that, @ plus ID / profile image. Okay, and align top with that profile image as well. Okay, then margin right will be -4 dp and margin top will be -4 dp as well. Now I will add the icon for this button. Drawable new vector asset. From here I will select the camera icon. This is fine. Source IC underscore @drawable / IC underscore camera underscore alt black 2040. Now I need a yellow background for this button. I click drawable new drawable resource file. And call it yellow underscore circle underscore bg. Change this to shape and shape oval, solid color #FFTD 00. That is fine. So I set the background for this. Background @drawable / yellow underscore circle underscore bg. Let's run the app till now and see if things are going fine on track or not. Okay, so far so good. Now we need a little padding in the image button. Padding will be around 4 dB is fine. As you saw in the demo, there was a button to confirm the profile picture. I will add that now. Below profile image, margin top around 60p, text confirm, main height 26 dp, text all caps false. For this button I'll add another icon of tick mark. I need this icon in white color, so I can change color here. I will create a background for this button. New drawable resource file. Shape. This time the shape will be rectangle. Now I will add a solid color. Color will be 388E3C, and then the corners radius 32 dp. Main background @drawable / green _ button _ bg. Text color will be white. Initially it will not be visible, so I will set the visibility to invisible. Text size 12 sp is fine. Padding right 6 dp, padding left 6 dp. Now I will add some dummy edit text and text views below the relative layout. That is not concerned with our image uploading, but it will give us a complete scenario. Match parent, grab content, orientation, vertical. So we are done with the layout. We'll run the app to see how it's going. Okay, this is fine. One last thing in the layout is I need to add IDs. Moving on to Java. When the user clicks on the IB image button to pick, set on click listener, on click listener. First task is to check for the runtime permission to access the storage. First we add the permission to read external storage in the manifest. Just above the application tag, user's permission, read external storage. To make the runtime permissions task easier, we use the Dexter library from GitHub. It makes the process to ask the user for runtime permissions very easy. Just copy the dependency, add it to our build.gradle file, sync Dexter.withActivity main activity.this. With permission, we write manifest.permission.read external storage. Now this code will ask the user for the runtime permission of read external storage. With listener, new permission listener, and at the end write dot check. On permissional rationale should be shown. You can write token dot continue permission request. On permission denied, you check if response dot is permission denied permanently. If the permission is permanently denied, the user needs to go to the settings to enable the permissions. We show them in another dialog. Dot builder new flood dialog main activity dot this. Set title permission required dot set message permission to access your device storage is required to pick image profile image. Please go to settings to enable storage permission. Enable permission to access storage. With we give the user two buttons, positive and negative. OK. If the user clicks OK, we take them to the app settings. intent is equal to new intent. Dot set action settings dot detail settings dot set data URI dot from parts package, and then get package name, and then not start activity for result. Here you can write any number. I will write 51. Dot set negative button, cancel. We can write null. Dot show. When the permission to access external storage is granted, we need to start the process to pick the image. In order to make that task overall easier, I will be using an external library again. This library is called Android Image Cropper. This library is from the author Arthur Hub. You see, it has got 4,393 stars. It's a pretty popular library. Copy the dependency. And then paste it in our build.gradle. Just sync the project. Here I want to point out something else. As I am using compile SDK version 27, the latest version of Android Image Cropper supports Android SDK version 28. So I will have to use an older version of the Android Image Cropper, that will be 2.6.0. The next step the author has asked us to implement is to add the permissions. We only need read external storage permission here, so we have already added it. This step is only required if you are using ProGuard. We are not using it yet, so we'll skip that. Next step is to add this activity. This activity is part of the library. We have to add this activity in our manifest. Here below this activity tag, inside the application tag, I will paste the provided code here. Next, we just need to see how this activity is called. It is very simple task. You see, crop image dot activity dot set guidelines dot start. That's it. It's a very easy task to do. When the permission is available, we write here this code. For activity, here we will write main activity dot this, or whatever is the name of your activity. Then we again go to the official documentation. We don't need to follow these steps. Here you see in the on activity result, actually I explain you what happens. Our apps code will start the crop image activity of the library. That activity will give the user to choose an image. The image will be chosen. and then the user will get to crop the image, and then the activity will return us the URI of the cropped image in the onActivityResult function. So in the onActivityResult function, we can copy this all function and go here we have to paste it. It's pretty simple. I will explain you this code. When an activity is started for some result, it goes with some request code and returns with some result code. We check on the activity result if the request code was equal to the crop image activity request code, then it means that some image is being returned from the crop image activity. Next we get the result from the crop image activity and see if the result is okay, it means user has selected some image and cropped it. Otherwise user may have pressed back button and come back to our activity. So when we have the result URI, now we have to use this result URI to upload. This is basically the path of the image where the cropped image is stored on our storage, and we can use this to access the image and then view this image and then upload this. So as this result URI is available, I will use this to show the profile to the user in the circle image view CAV profile. Set image URI result URI, and now the next step will be to show the btn confirm button. Set visibility visible. When the user clicks this button, confirm button, only then we have to proceed with the upload. Set on click listener new on click listener. I hope it is clear to you. Let's see how the app is going. Now we click this button. You see, get the dialog to allow the permission to access the storage. You can click allow. Now I go to my gallery and select the same profile image. As you can see, this is all the activity provided by the Android image cropper library. I click crop. Here is the result. The image I chose and cropped is now showing in the circle image view, and the button to confirm is also visible. Now when the user clicks on this confirm button, we have to upload the image. In order to upload the image, I will be using another external library called Fast Android Networking Library. These third-party libraries make tasks easier for us. Otherwise, this all could be a difficult task to implement, because we have to first write a lot of code to request for runtime permissions, then write a lot of code to for cropping image, and then the uploading part. So the third-party libraries make it a lot easier for us. Fast Android Networking Library. Whenever you choose some third-party library, always make sure that it is a popular library. In order to check that, I will show you the way. This library is developed by Amit Shekhar. Click this link. When you see a library on GitHub, check for the stars, how many stars this library has, how many people are watching, and how many forks. You see, libraries with thousands of stars are pretty popular. It means many people have liked this library and they are using it successfully. And also you can see how recently the library has been updated. See, it is 9 months ago it has been updated, so it is pretty recent according to the latest Android guidelines. And also you can check the documentation of this library is pretty good. As usual, whenever we use a third-party library. We take its dependency, copy it, and then paste it in the build.gradle. You know the drill. Paste it here and then sync now. We will add the internet permission to our app. Go to permission, manifest, and then here users permission, internet. Next step is to initialize the fast Android networking library in an application class. So we need an application class for our Android app. I'll show you how we can do that. Go to this Java, your package name, right click, new Java class. I will name it as my app. Okay, now right here extends application, then on create, here you can write the code provided by the author. This Android networking dot initialize. I'll copy this right from here, paste it here. We need to register this class in our manifest. Go to your manifest and then in the application tag write name and then dot my app. Now the my app is basically the name of the application class for our app. One app can have only one application class. Application class basically is a Java class that extends android.app.application class. Whenever the app is launched, this is the first function that will be executed for the app, even before the main activity. The author of Fast Android Networking has provided a very good documentation. Here is the code to download a file from server, and here is a code to upload a file to the server. We'll be using this code, but I will write this code myself. I will not be copy pasting this one, and I will explain it to you as I write it. Before I proceed with this, I would like to mention here that in order to upload an image to a server, you definitely need to have a server or some kind of hosting. Maybe you have your own hosting or your local host, or you can get hosting from anyone, any of your friend that has a hosting. Then you will be basically, when the user uploads an image or any file from Android app, it is received on the server by a PHP file. The PHP file is responsible for receiving that image and then moving it to the respective directory. So after doing the Android part, I will show you what code you need to write in PHP. Android networking dot upload. Now here you need to provide the path of your server where the PHP file is available and where you want to upload your image. Dot add multipart file. You write image. First we need to create an file object is equal to new file from the result URI dot get path, and now we write here the file. Now we can add any additional parameters that we want to send along with the file. Like one very important parameter would be the user ID, so that the server knows whose profile image are you uploading. So here I am adding just a demo user ID like 12. Here actually you will be needing to provide a user ID from your server or some shared preferences. When the user has logged in, you must be having a user ID. Or if the image is of some kind of product or any other thing, some group or some cover image, you need to have some ID so that server knows to whom this image will be attached to. I will add set priority dot high dot build, and then set upload progress listener, new upload progress listener. This function we'll be using in a bit to basically show the user a progress dialog dot get as string. Here we are declaring what type of response we will be receiving from the server, whether it will be a string or JSON object or any other bitmap, what kind of response we will be receiving. I am receiving the response as string. When error is received, you can write print stack trace, and we can give toast like error uploading image. Then on response, we need to fetch the we need to convert the response into a JSON object. JSON object is equal to new JSON object, and then response. Now we need to enclose it in try catch. Press Alt Enter and then surround with try catch. Here we can show the message parsing error. When the response is converted to JSON, we will be getting two things from the response: a status and a message. JSON object dot get int status string message is equal to JSON object dot get string message. Okay. If status is equal to 0, we can share post unable to upload image, and then we concatenate the message, else we show the message to the user. So that's it for the Android part, I guess. One more thing here is that we need to show the progress to the user. This function that I told you we'll be using later. Before on create, you can create. It is up to you actually how you want to show progress to the user. I will be using a progress dialog in the on create function right here. I will initialize the progress dialog, new progress dialog, and main activity dot this progress dialog dot set message, please uploading image, please wait. Progress dialog dot set cancelable false. Progress dialog dot set max for the max amount of progress. This will be 100, and then progress dialog dot set progress style. Style underscore horizontal. Now just before we start to upload the image, we will show the dialog to the user. Progress dialog dot show. In the on progress function, we update the progress of the progress dialog. Here we get two values, bytes uploaded and total bytes. This is the total size of the image in bytes, and this is the amount of bytes that have been uploaded. So we can calculate progress is equal to bytes uploaded divided by total bytes multiplied by 100, and then we need to typecast it to float. Then progress dialog dot set progress, we write it progress, and here we need to typecast it to int. Now when we have successfully received the response, we can write progress dialog dot dismiss, or if some error has occurred, we have to dismiss the dialog here as well. Progress dialog dot dismiss. I guess that's it for the Android code. We can test the app, and now we will be moving to the PHP part. Now I have logged into my server. You have to log into whatever hosting you have, or your local host where you want to upload the images. I will create a directory where the uploaded images will be saved. I will call it as uploads. Okay, and then I will create a PHP file. I will call it as upload.php. Here I will write the PHP code that will be handling the uploaded PHP file. First, I define the target directory where the image has to be uploaded. Uploads, then the target file name, that will be the final name of my uploaded image. Target dir, then I'm adding time to the name of the image to be saved, so that each time an image is saved it has a unique name, because you see different users may be uploading their profile images to the same server. They may have same file names for their images. So before we save each image to the server, we need to add some uniqueness to the name. So I write here, then I concatenate a dash, and then I concatenate the actual name of the file uploaded by the user. We can get it like base name, and then $_files. $_files is a built-in array of PHP that contains information regarding the uploaded files. Here image is the same string as we added here. This, whatever you write here has to be written here. Now here you will get to write name. This must stay as a name. This is built-in defined by PHP. I'm using a variable to indicate whether the image should be uploaded or not. Actually, I will here be performing some checks on the uploaded file whether it is actually a image file or not. We check the extension or the image file type str to lower path info target underscore file path info underscore extension. This line will extract the extension of the uploaded file. Now we check the size of the uploaded file. Get image size $_files image and then temp underscore name. This temp underscore name is also built-in defined by PHP, so you do not change this. If $check is not equal to false, it means that the image is fine. We can say upload image is equal to 1. Else, upload OK is equal to 1. Then upload OK, else upload OK is equal to 0. Now we add a check related to the image file type, whether the file type provided by the user is the one we support or not. We can write as if image file type is not equal to JPG and image file type not equal to PNG and image file type is not equal to JPEG. And image file type not equal to GIF. Then we say upload OK is equal to false. True. Upload OK is equal to 1 and upload OK is equal to 0. If after all the checks we check if upload OK is equal to 1 or 0. If it is 0, it means that some error was there. You can say we create a response array over here. Response is equal to array response if the check is false, we write $error is equal to image uploaded file is not a valid image. And here we write image type is not supported. If upload OK is equal to 0, write response status is equal to 0 and response message $error. This status and message will be received by the Android side as a JSON object. Else it means that we can now upload the image. The image has a valid size and the image has a valid type. One more thing, here we can also add a check for the size of the image, but I'm not currently doing that. Now we will try to basically I would like to tell here a brief background what happens when a file is uploaded to the server. It is saved into a temporary directory by the server, and then the temporary directory name is forwarded to the PHP to handle. And now we just have to move the uploaded file from the temporary directory to the directory where we want our images to be saved, and that path we have saved in the target directory, and the complete file name is at the complete file path is at the target file. We try to move the image from the temporary directory to the target directory. Move underscore uploaded file dollar underscore files image temp name. Actually temp name contains the temporary path of the file, comma target underscore file. What we are trying to tell PHP to do is to move the file that is available at the temporary directory to the directory where we want it to be, the target file. If this task is successful, we say response status is equal to 1 and $response message image uploaded successfully. If PHP was unable to move that image due to some reason, we can say status is equal to 0 and then message is equal to unable to upload image to server, and then just before the end we say echo JSON underscore and code $response. That's it for the PHP part as well. You can say it is not much a lot of code. It is just 38 lines of code. It's not that difficult as you may have thought. Now we can test it out. Click this button, then go to gallery, downloads, and this is my picture. Okay, click on confirm. You see a progress dialog is shown. Okay, I'm getting parsing error. Let's see what happened. Go to logcat and then war. Okay, maybe I made mistake in PHP, but let's find out and try to fix it. I will just log the response provided by the server to see what response I'm getting. Maybe there is some missing bracket or some syntax error in PHP. Just repeating the task. And click on confirm. As parsing error is received, I go to my tag. Call to undefined function uploads on line 5. Let me see. Okay, here is a comma will be added here, and this bracket is extra. Let's try to upload the image again. Click on confirm. Unable to upload, image type is not supported. Let me check, that should not be happening. Okay, here it should be 0 and here it should be 1. Now click confirm again. Image uploaded successfully. So there were minor errors in the PHP file, but we need to verify if the image was actually uploaded or not. I go to the uploads directory. You can see here I have the image that was just uploaded by me. One more thing you can add here is that as soon as the image upload is successful, the user ID that we have passed along this request from the Android side, we can get it like $_post, and here we can write user ID, the same parameter that we passed along in the Android part. Let's see, I'll show you this one. Then in PHP you can just use this value to perform some query, update the profile image column of the respective user, so that their profile image will be the correct profile image or the updated profile image will be shown next time the user logs in. So that's it for today's video. Hope you liked it. Keep coding, stay happy.